A very good day to you out there, and welcome to another interesting edition of your enlightenment program, The Economy and Inside Agriculture, where we give you the opportunity and we educate you on the various opportunities in the agricultural subsector and its value chains to improving our well-being and enhance the nation's gross domestic product, GDP. I am Ile Imeje. The agricultural sector has been identified by many nations of the world as the basis or the vein for all growth and development of nations. This is as a result of its economic stimulus through food supply and security, raw materials for industrialization, and other benefits from the various value chains, including, among others, complementary medicines from herbs and shrubs. Enhancing Nigeria's agricultural sector through herbal production involves diversifying farming practices, tapping into a growing market for medicinal and culinary herbs, and promoting value-added processing. This strategy can boost farmer incomes, reduce post-harvest losses, and contribute to food security and economic growth. And so today on the program, my guest is a professor of phyto, Professor Ben Ahmodu, who is joining me immediately after the promo to take a look on the need to boosting the agricultural subsector to growing the nation's economy, especially in herbal medicine production, just after this promo. Join us. So glad to have you join us in this interesting edition of your enlightenment program, The Economy and Inside Agriculture. As I mentioned earlier, the analyst, Professor Ben Ahmodu, is here, and our focus will be on how to stimulate the agricultural subsector via herbal medicine production to grow in the nation's economy. Prof, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Good morning, Nigerians.
All right. You agree with me that President Tinubu will be 2 years in office in this month of May 2025. And how do you assess the administration of President Tinubu in respect to agricultural development across the country?
I think for the president, it's thumbs up for Mr. President in terms of issues relating to Agric, different areas that they are trying to beef up loan to farmers, Agric bank, expansion of loans, and accessibility, trying to make the loans accessible. And of recent, what we have been canvassing on this program about empowering people in terms of massive going into farming. From the beginning, Agric is the basis of Nigeria's economy. Agric. And you know the kingdom where we come from, the Igala kingdom, in the then northern, it was ranking very, very high. Okay. because of agricultural practices. So the president has done well in the Agric, and now with Agric product, that is the sector I represent. The issue of produce and eat what you produce. No importation of what is available locally. Yeah. The president has hit it below the he has done very well. I doff my cap for him. Early in his regime, when one of his ministers reported to him that, see what I met in my ministry, the president took it seriously. Is that what you meant? That's production of herbal medicine. Yeah. That herbal medicine would be produced in Nigeria and exported. And the president said that is what he wants, so that Naira and dollar can come close, which is the best way to go. And he lived up to that expectation based on what we canvass here. The Federal Executive Council about a week ago has now approved.
Approved what?
Approved for us to eat what we produce, even including medicines. That's the alternative medicine aspect. And that is the sector I represent very well.
So how do you receive this? You know, I was coming to that question.
No.
That recently, the president report had it that the president has given his support. That is serious support.
Yes,
towards the mass production of what we eat, especially in the area of herbal.
No government has done this before. The level he has gone, and our support, all our we practitioners are with him. And if we do this, Nigeria and Abuja in particular, and I'm calling on the innovator, Honorable Minister of FCT, the barrister, I'm also a barrister, Barrister Wike, let us work together so that the FCT will become a fulcrum for herbal medicine treatment in Africa and indeed in the world. I say this with all sense of proudness. Recently, you know, 1 in every person in the UK, in the USA, in Nigeria, 1 in every 8 gathering has kidney problem. It has become an epidemic now. And recently, a Nigerian who walked up to a hospital in Manchester was found to have kidney issues described as irreversible. Yeah. But haven't ordered for my product and taken it after 4 months. He went back to the same hospital and the white man did his test and showed what we said is irreversible has been reversed. What happened? I took Dr. Ben Ahmodu's. So those who are still sitting on the fence, President has approved. Come down from your fence. These things are working. It's not magic. You know, they talk about the other room. There's no mysteriousness in herbal medicine. Put a don precursor with very pure honey, not adulterated, and the problem of the other room will be resolved. Mix the two together. So you can do this and confirm to me there's no shooing of alligator pepper into it, there's no incantation. So those people going with false claim about mysteriousness and other funny things, forget about it. It's the same drug they are using in Canada, the same in USA. They are not saying anything, but we here continue to go around, go to herbal medicine, this and that. Herbal medicine is our savior. A lot of things it can do in the normal medical parlance cannot be done. 1, issues of enlarged heart. The heart is enlarged, all the innervating vessels, arteries, arterioles are clogged, blood cannot flow very well, so the heart becomes blown up. For you to trek from here to this camera, you can't make it because of the narrowness of the heart. Things like beetroot has nitric oxide. Nitric oxide has a vasodilatation effect. It will go in there and expand the thing. It will open up. And black pepper and co will burn off all the triglycerides. It will burn off all the fat. And blood flows freely. And that heart that used to be enlarged becomes normal without the complicated open heart surgery. These are practical things. So you don't sit down 18 hours when you are over 50 years. For you to stay, for your heart to be operated for 18 hours, a lot of people die. But these are innovative methods. You should be given a Nobel Prize award.
Prof, are you trying to tell us that shrubs and herbs and shrubs can cure, or other agricultural produce can cure what is termed terminal diseases?
Of course. This one I'm talking about, I keep on giving this example, and we have to be drumming it, let it enter people's heart and ears. In the US, people had to escape from America to Mexico because of the cost comparativeness. $60,000 to do open heart surgery, $100,000 in America, they can't afford it. 4 people did, went to Mexico, they got kidnapped, 2 got killed, 2 got released, the 2 released, did their heart, came back safely. The following week, CNN still reported 10 crossed, and this is safely because of cost. So here in Nigeria, I'm almost doing it for free, and a large heart is brought back to normal by the use of just medication already approved by NAFDAC.
I was coming to that.
Yes, they are NAFDAC approved.
To ask you your relationship, or how far you have gone with the registration with the stakeholders, particularly NAFDAC.
No, NAFDAC is there, they are assisting, they are cooperating, and we are working together for a very long time. We work together with them. They are making good effort, and you know.
What is the acceptability by NAFDAC?
Oh, very high. Even our recent test, our backup test results shows that we analyze it in the University of Gombe.
We are a nation blessed with people of diverse cultures, religions, languages, and opinions. It is ironic that we are now being ripped apart by our greatest strength, our diversity. We have allowed intolerance, insensitivity, bigotry, and nepotism to blind our vision of the greatness we can achieve working together as one. We may not have the same culture, nor religion, nor language, but we all belong to the same nation by the divine will of God. We did not choose to be Nigerians. Nigeria chose us. This nation is our divine heritage, and if we open our eyes, we would realize that what divides us pales in comparison to what unites us.
It's created by God.
Yeah.
So, if herbs, we were able to use it to cure COVID. When they didn't believe in us, we wrote them later that we can do this. They ignored us. They went to Madagascar, and Madagascar shamed them. So, to God be the glory. These herbs are working. So, issue of cataract, issue of eye diseases without operation, a clear blurring, astigmatism, which is a very rare case that can be worked on. We are working on it, and we are getting good results. Then you talk about ulcer of the leg of a diabetics, which is to be amputated, which we are now taking care of. To the glory of God, the ulcer gets cured, no need for amputation. It is a record anywhere in the world. So what is Nigeria waiting for? I am appealing to the Honorable Minister of FCT with this approval given by Mr. President. We need to have a partnership with the FCT. You will generate a lot of funds, we divide it on a sharing formula, and FCT would become a fulcrum. Mugabe, before he died, the wife had fibroid, and I was reading it. He had to travel to the Far East to get the operation done. He would have come to our Nikon here, stay there. Madam, follow these steps. After a few days, we do the scan and say, madam, the fibroid has all dissolved. And she goes back to her country, and Nigeria won't be respected in the Committee of Nations. Our respect will go up. So the minister has done well in other areas. I am appealing to him so that in the area of health, especially critical area, issues of liver cancer, kidney diseases, issue of stroke reversal. I did a program on NTA, and a former honorable minister listened to it and called NTA to get my number. That he had stroke and he was rushed to Istanbul. On reaching Istanbul, they say, "Oh, minister, if you had come within 4 hours of this, we could have reversed it." But hours, 10 years, 15 years of stroke, we reverse it. We reverse it. It is a brain issue that trickled down through the nerves, the arteries, and the capillaries, and what have you. So our drug goes in there from the brain. It clears all the passages and open it up, and blood flows freely. Even the penis, the penile system that gets hooked by stroke is released. Because I have a pastor who's a pastor who fell from the pulpit and had stroke, and his son came to me for the reversal, and we're reversing. And the mother of the buyer was telling his own daughter's the wife that Baba wants to sleep with me now. Before he couldn't, but now he's asking to sleep. So the son heard of it and became, why are they talking this without telling him? I said, what's your own? Women to women. If Baba wants to sleep with his wife, what's your own? Baba is well now. So Baba, because stroke, when it happens, it also affects the penile system. But when we treat now, everything gets resolved, including the penile system.
All right. The question to ask is, how evolving is the body of herbal practitioners in Nigeria towards eliminating quack and fake members in order to boost confidence and integrity?
No, it's also on the person who is not well, who needs treatment, to be sure that he's dealing with the right person. So it has to be everybody's participation. Practitioners, patients, the authorities should all be involved in regulating. And I think NAFDAC has done well. In the past, they used to invite people like us as facilitators. I have over 100 products, and it all went through NAFDAC. Initially went through NIPRID. After NIPRID has done its test, we take it to NAFDAC, and NAFDAC gives us the listing approval. And we were not afraid to submit ourselves to NIPRID, and NIPRID did not steal anybody's product. And when we facilitate for NAFDAC, we try to let our colleagues know that this procedure will help them to globalize their product, because once this approval are given to them, the people outside the country will be looking at this. A lot of people, like there's somebody who used to buy my drug, he is now faking it. What do I mean by faking it? He's now adding, put okra inside this, do that. I never told anybody about my drug. The one he bought must have finished. So if he does anything wrong, and now that catches him, he's on his own. You understand? He's on his own. You cannot become Ben Ahmodu. There are pharmacists in town. They buy drugs from abroad. They do not pretend to local people and say they are the owners of those drugs. No. It's only in Nigeria here they can go that far. Somebody will write Ben Ahmodu in brackets after writing his number, so that when you are calling him, you will see the name Ben Ahmodu trying to claim it's me. I'm not the one. So when the people call me, I will say the person you've been dealing with is a fake person.
Okay.
Don't, if anything happens there, my hand not there.
Okay. We are all aware that standardization of herbal medicine requires some level of heavy machines and equipment, which cost a lot of money. What are your plans to collaborating with the stakeholders in achieving your goals?
In fact,
mass production.
Our drug that caught the attention of World Health Organization, the labeling says standardization of SATMAL, a polyherbal formulation for the treatment of malaria. Standardization is the in thing. All our products are standardized. If we say it's 500 milligram, it's 500 milligram. If we say it's 300 milligram, it's 300 milligram. And we don't deviate from that. And that is what makes the modern medicine standard. And that is the fear. And that is what everybody uses. Agbo doesn't have standard. This and that. That's the fear. Those are the old talks. You give a dog a bad name just to hang it. That's why NAFDAC is set up. NAFDAC checks all those standardization and give approval based on that. And they are still doing a lot of work to make sure that those who have not come in will come in, and then we eventually get standardized. And so far they are doing well. A lot of products now have NAFDAC number. So that's a good start. And we will not rest. We will continue to advocate for more people to come within the NAFDAC approval so that everything will become easier for us. Now that federal government has given this approval within the country, we are working very, very, very hard, and then the production of animal products, we can use them. We use animal part, we use the plant part to make a number of these products.
Okay, now to your own product. What can you say is the latest discovery from the use of agricultural produce or products for complementary medicine? What's the recent one that you want to educate Nigerians on?
Well, you know, our research is globalized, and the area of research is quite wide. You are talking of communicable diseases, you are talking of non-communicable diseases. It's a very wide, and the research is always ongoing. Even for a particular ailment, we have 5 to 10. That's a good talk. What do we do differently? If you go to social media, there's a lot of talk about hypertension. What is Ahmodu, Herbal, African alternative medicine doing that is unique, that is different
from the norm?
Under hypertension, our product combination for hypertension has, the combo has one that takes care of an enlarged heart. Because in every hypertension, there's an element of heart issues. And in my reading so far, I have not identified most of them talking about heart. So this is where herbs DAPS is very unique. We have the heart element, which is the core issue in why hypertension is very difficult in the normal medical balance. So that is that. We take care of the heart-related issues. High cholesterol, high triglyceride, and all the other, and then the complication of the other room, which is dysfunctional erection. Our products take good care of them, and it gives you same day result for dysfunctional erection. Same day.
Same day?
Same day. As you drink it today, as you enter your night, Madam will testify. That is one. Number two, diabetes. What do we do differently? In diabetes, there is neuropathy, tingling sensation, hand, leg, blood is not flowing well. As a result of that, small wound on the leg refuses to heal. They call it an unhealed ulcer of the leg. In diabetes, is the major complication of diabetes in the world. Our diabetic cure resolves it.
With the use of paints and shops?
Yes! On the social media, I have not seen one that has the capacity, apart from bringing the sugar to normal, apart from then curing that something. I told you of a highbrow hospital where a mother of 81 was put for amputation within 6 days. The products were employed instead of morning and evening. They were employed morning, afternoon, evening, and within 6 days, Mama's leg that was bandaged for amputation, the professor removed it and said, Mama is healed. Mama, congratulations. The initially intended amputation is hereby cancelled. After addressing today, you are hereby released. This is a record anywhere in the world. There are aesthetic company built abroad as big as this Abuja town. What are they manufacturing? Different sizes of leg waiting for people to be amputated and fixed into their legs. And Nigeria now has a solution. This can sell anywhere in the world. You imagine, big Saudi prince is lying down. They want to amputate him, and they say there's a solution from Nigeria. Once you use it, there will be no amputation again. In the US, billionaires on the bed and all that. Can't you see where we will be respected? That is for diabetes. So you can see the uniqueness in our herbal combinations. for high blood pressure, for diabetes, and diabetics to glucophage and co. The use of it leads to poor performance in the other room, which also we correct it. The dysfunctional erection, same day experience. And a lot of my patients who are watching this program, they will be laughing that he's saying the truth, because we can testify to this. That is for the two. What about asthma? That you have to be given aminophylline, you can be struck by asthma now. There's a barrister I treated, he gave all his detail on the social media. That this is his registration number, what he's saying is the truth and nothing but the truth. His son, whom he rushes to the hospital every day, no need again. His son is doing very well. No more asthma. For the past 2 years, no asthma. Then sickle cell. That is the toughest one, where genotype of an SS after 10 months of use gets to AA. A situation occurred in Abuja here. A patient of mine who turned from SS to AA was arrested by a practitioner for 10 hours, and the blood were taken 10 times to do genotype, and each one they did turned AA. The aim was to blow an alarm. There's a fake medical practitioner here that says he cured this disease, and we did this. They think to the glory of God. Shame. They quickly release her and say, please don't tell anybody, but you must tell me now. So if you are hearing, if you are trying to make such funny attempts, you will be disgraced. Okay, because this is God.
Now, what should Nigerians expect from
I'm sorry, ma, I cannot end this. Cancer is becoming too much. American scientists came here, took sample, went to the University of Texas, the biggest university in America, tested our cancer cure on colon cancer, which they got 89-90% cure rate. They didn't stop there. They saw that it could work for lungs. They subjected it to a lung cancer model. They got the same 89-90, and Nigeria is still sleeping. We are not blowing. And I can recall 15 years ago, Federal Minister of Health wrote me a letter that Cuba has discovered a natural cure for cancer. And I'm the cancer researcher, they know I should come and go to Cuba. But because of international politics, I refused to go. I sent 2 of my boys. And his presence there with our drug sample gave us an opportunity to sign an MOU with the state of Cuba.
Okay.
And today I have my own, reported from the US. And US is the master of it in the whole world. Let us promote what we have. We have a lot of good things in Nigeria. Okay. So let us cooperate with the presidential approval now, so that with our cooperation with the Honorable Minister of FCT, the Innovator Minister, we can form a fulcrum for herbal medicine treatment for heart diseases, for reversal of stroke, for sickle cell issues, and even for blood. We have a capsule now. You say, what have we done newly? People are shouting about blood all over the world. Blood bank. There is a product I have now discovered that in 2 days it can level the human blood to normal. If you don't have any illness, your wife goes to hospital today, they say, madam, sorry, your blood is low, come and take transfusion. No, come to Ahmodu. We give you this capsule, you take it in 2 days. Your blood from 34 goes to 39. We are using it in the treatment of cancer of the blood, sickle cell disease, kidney disease, liver disease, all those things that affect to make the blood level drop. This is a major breakthrough, this blood something, anywhere in the world. And finally, women 3 times. The use of contraceptives have given women a lot of issues. I now have a combination. If you're on it, you don't get pregnant. If you stop it, pregnancy comes readily. No side effects at all.
Okay.
At all. And the good thing is, it also beautifies the women's skin. So they like it.
All right. In rounding now, what should we expect from the support that the president has given, and for those that are following us who may also want to get your contact?
Well, my number as usual, if you want to ask more questions based on what I have given here, I am on 080 37 899 735. 080 37 899 735. I am open to discussion, advices, whatever, and I'm going to continue to pressurize and get introduced to the Honorable Minister of FCT for this particular partnership so that Nigeria can go to the heights God wants us to be.
Okay, in your last lap, now we are under the rainy season and a lot of people are under the weather. What are some little things, herbs or shrubs that we can take to prevent this?
Our time-honored ginger, time-honored garlic. You do the two together in equal proportion. If you like, put honey. You are good to go. Your immune system is at high gear. Your blood vessels will be doing very well. Right. And if you like, add orange so that it can strengthen your blood vessels. You know, the collapse of blood vessels is a critical issue.
Yeah, okay. And with that, we have come to the end of today's program. Your program on the economy and inside agriculture. And the guest we have been speaking with is the professor of phytomedicine in Nigeria. He is Professor Ben Ahmodu. Prof, we want to thank you for finding time to be on our program today.
It's my pleasure.
All right, and to you out there, audience, we want to thank you so much for branching off. Join us again next time for another interesting edition of your enlightenment program. I am Ile Emejesin. Stay with us for more of our programming.
Thank you.